Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of The Violet Madness. My name is Mark, and I am your Dungeon Master. And if you haven't caught up with the recap of the pre-campaign before these podcasts, I would encourage you to do so. Or, failing that, look back at our YouTube videos for a more kind of in-depth, up-to-date reference to what's been going on in this campaign. But if you are all up-to-date, you are welcomed back here. And we're going to carry on with our adventure through the infected lands of Castonia. Our adventurers have arrived in Pethlan, and a couple of tasks await them. But before we kind of get into the nitty-gritty of what's been kind of going on here in Pethlan, let's introduce our players today. Today, let's start with Ali.
Hey everyone, I'm Ali Moore. You may know me from my romance books or from the Ladies of Lore, where I also podcast D&D. Today, I play Mina Dumont. She is a 50-year-old half-elf with tawny beige skin and long brown curly hair. She's got a happy attitude and a sunny smile, with a pep in her step and sometimes a sharpness in her eyes. She is a College of Whispers bard. She wears riding leathers with a drum on her hip and a red scabbard with a golden top with a sword or the rapier on her side. And, well, if you look closely enough, her shadows dance. There are some secrets in her whispers that the party started to uncover with mixed reactions. The party has seen some of her magic, but not all of it. And stick around, maybe you'll see some more.
Thank you very much. Next up then, Matt, would you like to walk us through you and your character?
Of course, everybody. I'm Matt, and I will be playing Aelfric. He's a half-elf, rather scruffy and unkempt in his appearance, a little bit absent-minded in his mannerisms, but in spite of this, an accomplished wizard, particularly in the fields of destructive fire magic, which he sometimes has to deploy in extreme circumstances to solve problems.
Yes, indeed, and a good old problem solver will be well needed in the near future. Thank you very much. Next up then, Stephen.
I'm Stephen, your Paladin pal over in the Emma Collective Discord. This evening I'm playing Sir Tirion Shadowbane, the Oath of Vengeance Paladin. He is 6'2" and somewhere between Prince Charming and Jaime Lannister. He is adorned in his antique isn't the word, but it's the word that's stuck in my head now. His antique great-grandfather's armor on a quest to save the realm. He was on an escort mission to save a duke, and now he's saving the realm.
Very good. Thank you very much. Next up then, Ryan.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, as most of you probably know by now. That's Bodhi, as always. And tonight I'm going to be playing the fabulous, the amazing Daemon Phileas Venush. Hello, my darlings. He's a 6-foot-tall red tiefling with a little bit of a charismatic flair. However, he's also been shown to be quite the smart one of the party, or at least he thought so, until he really got to know Aelfric a little bit more. With this journey, though, he is to protect Aelfric, or at least deliver him to Galfond, which hopefully will be today.
Hopefully, indeed. Let's find out. But, of course, last but not least, we have Dave.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, I am Dave, GM for the Saffron Saga, Rebirth of the Greven King, and the Starless Twilight here on the Emerald Collective, and I play Shadar Vicanis, Grave Domain Cleric of the Raven Queen. Shadar's a half-elf, and you'd place him at around 100 years of age if it weren't for the fact that he was magically aged by an undead creature in an old manor house a long time ago. Shadar's actually only in his 30s, and exists solely to destroy undead for the glory of the Raven Queen. Shadar has bright white hair and is typically dressed for battle in black leathers with a black chain shirt and his trusty mace and wineskin.
Very good. Thank you, Dave. And once again, I am Mark, your DM, and for some strange reason, my session's notes for today just say TPK. Don't see what that's all about.
Oh, we'll have at least one very happy fan.
Very good. Let's do a brief recap of where we kind of left things off. We kind of began last session with Shadar walking through the streets of Pethlan at night. Shadar presuming everyone was already kind of at their leisure taking rest at the inn. well, before entering the tavern, had a very peculiar reading from an old seer, and proclaimed that some things are on the horizon for Shadar, and they were delightful things to Shadar, but to the normal person, perhaps maybe a little bit grim. After that, Shadar entered the tavern, where he perched himself by the bar, ordered an ale, and saw a bard playing on stage, captivating the audience. And it was only until the performance was over that he realized it was actually Mina,
A
albeit
beautiful bard, a captivating bard, totally took the attention of everyone bard, you know.
Mhm.
I would add Shadar definitely had beer goggles on at that point, wine goggles.
Oh, rude.
But hard to spot her at first. She was dressed in a much different garb than her normal traveling gear, and she had literally let her hair down. But that led to a night of merriment and camaraderie, and piggybacking through the streets of Pethlan and stopping by a graveyard, I believe. The perfect idea of a first date for Shadar, of course.
Yes, my friend.
But a little bit of, I suppose, I kind of got the hint of a little bit of maybe meeting halfway here between those two characters, because they were at a little bit of an impasse as of late. But we'll see how that develops. The following morning, Daemon approached Sir Tirion Shadowbane, leaving early to head towards the front gate of Pethlan, where Daemon's sister, the Duchess Venusht, who has offered Daemon an ultimatum. Help her in her endeavors that really involve Daemon, actually, family ties. But Daemon, really wanting to kind of rid himself of all of those matters, was reluctant. But she did kind of decree that defying this task would mean bad news for Daemon. What that bad news is, she left that up to Daemon's imagination. And so Sir Tirion is currently accompanying Daemon to the front gate. Aside from that, Aelfric, getting ready to go to the library first thing in the morning, had a knock on his door. Town guard, a messenger from not just the dukes and the duchesses of Castonia, but also the king himself, asking to retrieve Galfond Illemis, who has been locked up in his tower for weeks. Anyone who has been sent in to retrieve him has failed. But now that there is I suppose, a more brilliant mind at hand to traverse through the tower, Aelfric seemed like the logical choice, and at the behest of the king, that is his task. And we're going to throw the curtain up firstly with Daemon and Sir Tirion. You're now kind of in Old Town Pethlan, which is very, very near the front gate. You're probably just kind of walking down towards where that little checkpoint there, where, at the front gate where the guard barracks is. Yeah, you're just a few yards away. It's all in sight. So I'll leave it open to you if you want to prepare anything before entering.
Tyrion, my dear boy, we got off to a little bit of a auspicious start, shall we say?
Well, that's one way of putting it. Your timing of arrival was quite convenient, let's say.
I know. Trust me, I didn't imagine it being that way, but, you know, things are what they are. But one thing I will say is, I know there's a particular aspect of me that you're not keen on, and not favourable of, should we say, and I can't say you're wrong. I don't want to lie to you or any of the others, and I haven't up until this point, but I wanted to be clear that going into this, my mother and father are not of this plane.
Well, I appreciate the candid honesty, friend, and I will say, although I am not keen on that particular element of your being, I judge you on how you act and portray yourself. And so far, it has been in a reasonable manner. Now, should that particular aspect take a malicious or evil turn, well, I'm sure I can leave that statement open-ended, friend.
This is actually part of what I wanted to say to you, is that although I very much understand I govern myself. There is aspects of me, like the wings, stuff as such as that I don't fully understand. I don't know why this has happened. So, not that you need my permission, because I know you would do what is necessary. But should it be necessary that you have to intervene, I want you to know that it's with at least this version of me's good graces.
And I would like you to know that if such events were ever to take place, I would do it as quickly and painlessly as possible.
I trust in you to hit me with your big sword, don't worry.
Flashbacks to the scene in the tavern where Tyrion's armor wasn't missing and he was sitting at the bar in a towel while a tail attempted to whip it.
All I'm saying is, if you want to hit me with your big sword before that day, just come and let me know as well.
I'll note it. I shall say no more than noted.
Over the way, I've grown fond of you guys, and yes, if this gets too much, I want all of you to leave.
Well, we'll see how the events unfold. I'm not known for my ability to leave events unfinished.
As a word of warning, my mother and father, as you can imagine, are particularly cruel.
As were Shadar's sisters. I had no problem sending them to a better place.
Honestly, compared to them, my mother and father are a lot worse. But the worst thing than them is my sister. Don't ever give her the chance to be able to manipulate you.
I shall try my best.
And I shall do my best to try and protect you all as well. Shall we go and see what my gift is?
Indeed, I must say I'm quite curious as to what can be left at the gate.
Yes. All I'm hoping is it's not ahead of someone I know. Let's go, shall we? And I pick up the pace a little bit more then to get towards the gate.
So, as Daemon and Tirion walk through that little patch of Pethlan that is known as Old Town, you see various kind of farmers, kind of farmer type market, very kind of everything in the way of kind of like horse and carts kind of intersecting through your path, and you see various merchants kind of selling food and other kind of agricultural based products. And as you kind of walk the cobblestone path towards the guard or the town guard checkpoint, you note that the presence of the town guard is quite high everywhere you look nearly, and there seems to be quite a large formation of town guard stationed just outside the gate on the side of town that you're on, inside the walls, we'll say. As you approach, Daemon, a number of them, about 4 to 5, approach you, hands all resting on the hilt of their blades. Daemon Filius Venust.
Hello, guys. What's the problem?
No problem, sir. We've been expecting you. Care to follow us, please? Make a perception check, please, Daemon. And Tirion as well.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, with the 14, you notice the crest on either some on the kind of breastplates, some are on the kind of gauntlets. You do notice the Venuste kind of or the family crest.
Okay.
So they are guard associated with your sister from that dukedom.
Strange possible question, but relevant in this situation. What race are they?
Mostly human. One of them is a dwarf.
Okay. Just checking she hadn't brought anyone else over. Okay.
Yeah, that's for the listening audience. As Mark was giving the information about the guards, Tirion used the divine sense to define if there was a fiend or undead amongst them.
Neither.
Good to know.
Yeah, follow them on, but I'm keeping an eye on those hands.
Yep. They kind of two march in front of you, one beside you and two behind. They kind of hold up a hand to Tyrion and say, "This is a business of a personal nature. I'm sure you understand.
It is. That is why I'm accompanying him.
We've only been requested to escort Mr. Venuste here."
That's quite all right. I'll escort him myself. No need to worry about me.
I do believe there is need to worry about you, sir. I
As
would
you
ask.
work for my sister, which by extension means you work for me, you shall let him come along and won't say any more, or I shall have all of your armors removed and have you flogged in the streets.
One of the guard, the guard that was speaking to you, one of his kind of allies comes up, whispers something in his ear, turns to look at you, Daemon. He says, "Unfortunately, the orders of our lady trump what requests you make, sir. I would insist that your companion remains outside."
It's okay. Tyrion, you stay here. I'm sure these boys want to just show me a good time.
In Infernal, he'll say to Daemon, shout if you need me.
I just give Tyrion a peck on the cheek. I'll see you in a minute. It'll be all fine.
As they escort you off, Damon, it's not far away, just a couple of meters away through a sturdy wooden door with metal bolt hinges embedded into it. They bring you on inside, and
Before I head in,
sure,
is there any runes? Is there any markings around this doorway?
go ahead and make another perception check. DC for this is going to be 16, my dude.
17.
Ooh, very good, very good, very good. No runes along the door. However, the guard that opens it for you, when he kind of releases his hand from the hilt of his blade and goes to open the door, he's trembling. Then you take a better look as he opens the door. He has sweat on his brow and his eyes are kind of a little wide. And you look around and the rest of the guards, they look pretty scared too. And they kind of march you in unless you stop there.
I take a second to acknowledge it for myself and then I'll step in.
Okay. At first, it's just a kind of a regular kind of guard, kind of barracks area. You see, a couple of bureaus, a couple of kind of sturdy chests and a weapons rack. You can get the smell of kind of cooked meats wafting from upstairs somewhere. But you're escorted to a room to the right, down a fairly short corridor, and then probably about 3 doors down to the left, the two guards walking in front of you, they stop and turn on their heel, and the one that's walking beside you gestures to this very anything different about the door, this door that you've just passed with the other ones, through here, Mr. Venuste.
You do like to keep a man in suspense, don't you? Open the bloody door.
You notice that they haven't opened the door for you.
I've just told him to open it.
One of them will kind of reach for the door, kind of open it, peer in at first, kind of let out a sigh, and then swing the door open. There you go, sir.
I'm going to step inside.
As you step inside, the door is closed behind you. This room is dark. The kind of stone work within the barracks has been kind of lightish gray, kind of bright colored. This is this room, for some strange reason, has kind of like a darkened blue stone to it. Very kind of little available light. A couple of lit candles on 2 kind of dressers either side of the room. It's very small room. Maybe 10-15 foot by 10 or 15 feet. Well, that would be a big enough room. 10 feet by 10 feet, we'll say. Just a table with a chair on one end, a chair at the other, and 2 boxes rest on the table. One of them is a red box with a pink bow, and the other a brown box with a black bow.
I'm going to check the room first and have a look around. No traps, no runes, no nothing. The chair, the table.
Yeah, you're actually left waiting in this room for about maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and you use that time to kind of look around. I'm not going to get you a roll for it. It's okay. You're kind of there long enough that you kind of give the room a thorough kind of look. Yeah, aside from like the little kind of dressers that just seem to be like pull-out drawers with the candles resting atop them and the table with the two kind of boxes, there's nothing really too off about this room. No runes. It seems standard. It just kind of, you get a weird vibe from the room, like, you know, it's a dark kind of dreary room and an otherwise kind of unassuming kind of structure.
Okay.
As you look at the boxes on the table, the red box with the pink bow just has one word on the tag. It says Venust. And the brown box with the black bow has a tag that says Mortem on it. And it's as you read those that a door opens and another guard walks in, different to the one you've seen before. This one's slightly taller, looks kind of half elven. And he walks in, is holding a kind of like a number of parchments clutched on his forearm, kind of close to his chest. He doesn't say anything. He just looks at you, walks in, goes around the table and sits down, places the parchments neatly on the table. Mr. Morton, have a seat.
I will when you call me by my proper name.
Ha, of course. Mr. Venust, have a seat.
Sit down.
Gives you a pearly white smile.
I'll sit down, yeah. Can I get a measure of this man?
Sure.
Like, is he magical? Is he physical? Is he...
He's so just looking at him, he you can see the pointed ears on either side of the sides of the helmet he's wearing. The helmet kind of covers his hair, so you can't see that, and a little point comes down to the top of the bridge of his nose, but you can see that he has hazel eyes, which is, you know, kind of strange for a half elf. Kind of pointed chin, slender, if I haven't said that already, and very pale. If you'd like to get a better read on him, I would ask for perception or insight, whichever you prefer.
They're both the same, so we'll go for an insight, because, like I said, I'm trying to gather the measure of the man, like what he might be at himself. That's a 13.
The only difference, I suppose, you notice in this gentleman, apart from the other soldiers, is that he looks very relaxed. He's not sweating or anything like that.
And is his insignia the same?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So,
yeah, so I sit down.
Well, you're here today for a very specific purpose. I'm not going to take up much of your time. You're here to make a choice. Duchess has entrusted that duty to me to make sure all the proper administrative work is done as a result of this choice. Apologies for any uncomfortableness in escorting you in here.
Now, trust me, I've had many more uncomfortable issues than this before.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to make this as easy as possible for you. Well, there's this down to the matter at hand. I certainly don't want to waste any more of your time. There is a specific task that is being asked of you, Mr. He looks down at the paper, Venust, and it will require you returning to your hometown of Hepley within the near future, if that is agreeable with you.
And if not?
He'll gesture to the Venusta box. Say, if you do not wish to return home and accomplish the outstanding task that is of grave family matter, you wish to abandon that life forever and continue living this one, well, then you choose this box. If you would like to assume this duty and wish to confront that is what is your past, well, you would choose this box. He points to the Mortem box. It will involve some uncomfortableness, I must admit. Some old faces and painful memories may be involved, but maybe some closure too.
Are you trying to tell me my father is still alive?
I'm merely a middleman in this, from what I know of the issues that are of importance to the Duchess is just contained within these papers. You see, I'm not particularly au fait with the dynamics. I'm just here for a decision and a signature declaring your decision.
Is that really all he knows?
Insight check, my dude.
Rather than that, I'm going to use my headband.
Oh,
And I'm going to read his surface thoughts.
nice. Does he need to make a save?
Not for that. It's only if I dive deeper, I believe. But let me check for sure. I fucking love this thing.
In the meantime, can you remind us where Hepley was? I thought I knew where it was, but I can't find it on the map. It is south, right?
Southwest.
We were close to it when we were in Leyden.
Oh, but okay. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's just a detect thought spell, but from the helm you don't have to do the VSM,
Cool.
I think.
Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, so after he says that, you kind of block out any external stimuli and you kind of listen to what it is your helm is telling you as you look at this half-elf in the eye. And you can hear just a feminine voice saying, "Oh, Daemon, very hard to trick you, isn't it?" That uncomfortable feeling you got, you just realized at that very moment in time was an uncomfortable feeling you felt before, and if you didn't feel it last night, you definitely felt it years and years ago. The half-elf kind of removes the helmet and kind of this kind of almost platinum blonde hair kind of falls down by his shoulders, and he just takes his hand and he kind of digs it underneath his chin. The fingers up just completely disappear, and he just pulls. You can see the flesh tear away from his face, and beneath the viscera is the unmistakable face of your sister.
Why didn't you just ask me yourself?
Theatrics, you know. I do apologize. I should have known it would have been a little bit fun and games. We're brother
You
and
forget,
sister.
sister. I know your smell. I know you.
And here's me thinking you'd forgotten all about us.
Us?
Well, the Mortem family, of course.
So mother and father do survive.
I never said they were dead. I said they were gone.
True. True. So why don't you just cut through the shit and tell me what it is you're expecting me to do?
Well, they are almost back. And I, much as it pains me to admit it, kind of need your help.
Oh, so you didn't do the job properly, and now it's come back to bite you in the ass.
I did the job perfectly well. It just, the limitations on the magic I used came with a time frame.
Yes.
It is, of course, you know, Father, it's rather difficult to rid the world of a man of his caliber. Would you not agree? Anything short of a wish spell, maybe. But who has access to that?
There is other ways I've found since then, but you can work that out yourself.
You do realize he lives on this plane of existence. Killing him here would do nothing.
Exactly. Which is where you have to go where he's from.
But I cannot, but you can. And there's a very handsome looking paladin outside who I'm sure would be all too eager to follow you.
Okay, as much as I hate you, I'm going to admit that you're right. He is a very handsome man.
I thought I'd figured that correctly.
What do you want? And what do I get for it?
I want you, and she kind of caresses the top of the Mortem box, to choose this box. I will give you something that will help when you go on your little journey, as it were, and something that might help eradicate Father. However, if you're not so inclined to help family and prance around with these new little friends you've made, by all means, return to your life as Daemon Filius Venus to pick this box. However, life might not be all that enjoyable for you afterwards.
But considering my life hasn't been particularly enjoyable up until this point, I don't see how that would make any difference.
Oh, I can make it much worse. I've left you alone. Father set the hounds on you. What have I done? Nothing. But I could make life very difficult for you. Perhaps I could gnaw on that other leg of yours.
You should know that only made me stronger.
She kind of looks over. Convenient, maybe. You can store your little trinkets in there from what I've seen. But stronger? A good strike to the upper thigh could bring you to your knees, I'd say.
But see, sister, this is where you've always been wrong. You consider strength to be the metal of a man, whereas I consider it to be the character of a man. And that's why you will never be strong.
No. True power is this. And she takes her hands and she kind of stretches them out, as in about to give a kind of wide-armed hug. Daemon, your wings stretch out from behind your back uncontrollably.
So this is your doing, is it?
Of course. You forget that I am in control of our bloodline on this plane at the moment.
Just know that I do intend to help you with this. Not because I have any respect or wish to help you, but more the fact that in this one instance, we both have an enemy that we both want rid of permanently.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Isn't that the old saying, dear brother?
It's not true, though. The enemy of my enemy is just the next in line.
Ooh. Well, I shall keep that in mind, dear brother.
Yes, you shall.
Well then, and she kind of fingers through the parchments and produces the last page. Please indicate here that you are indeed agreeing to help me then.
Sister, come on. I always was the smartest one out of us two. Yes, you were definitely the most talented, but I was the smartest. I'll take all of that paperwork. I'll read all of it to make sure I'm not binding my soul to you forever.
Very well, peruse away, dear brother. She'll hand you all the papers, and as you read through it over the next couple of minutes, and she just kind of sits back there, kind of just watching you playfully, and you look through all the paperwork, and it is there isn't anything in there that binds you to her in any way. It binds you to the task of essentially kind of ridding the family of both their parents. Okay. Yeah,
that's what the physical text says. But is there any underlying magical text or magical thing on these sheets? I'm sorry, I don't trust her.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm making an Arcana check, I guess, to see if there's any kind of residual magics kind of emanating from the pages.
Arcana. Okay, this one might be okay. 16.
There is one kind of hum of magic that you feel, but it's a familiar one. Growing up, when you've seen your kind of father doing his kind of dealings, that there is magic imbued in these pages, but it's the magic that kind of actually magically binds you to what is laid out in the text. There's nothing.
Right. Yeah.
There's no hidden text or magically ambiguous details.
Okay. I'll take the quill.
You notice that there is no quill, and as she spots you looking around for one, she says, "Oh dear brother, you really have been outside the family for so long. You know that's not how we sign things." She produces a dagger.
I don't need your pitiful forms of weapons. You say you're going to give me an item to help me do the job. But I say that I need more than that. You understand, Father? You understand how fucking powerful he is. This is going to take a lot. This is mere pittance for what I am going to be doing for you.
Well, what is it you're looking for? Do you want a second paladin? A second cleric? Another wizard? Another...
Give me an item of equal importance to each of my members, so that they also, if they choose to help me, are able to.
Make a persuasion roll.
Comes down to this, sister. How badly do you need my help?
Make a persuasion roll with advantage.
Oh, I did a straight one. I'll do a second one, which is lucky because that one's crap.
That was a 9 for everyone listening.
That's a dirty 20 instead.
Ooh, yeah, we'll take that. Very well, Daemon. I'll meet you halfway then. You take this now, and she'll kind of a little bit push forward the Mortem box towards you. You take this now, and I'll see what I can whip up for your little friends that you can pick up in the lobby of our family manor when you arrive in Hepley. How does that sound? I'll have the fire on.
Okay. And he'll bite his tongue and just spit on the paper.
She collects the papers, looks at it, gives you a satisfied grin, rolls up the parchment and kind of tucks it underneath the breastplate. She's still in like the armor. She just removed like the face of the fake guard and tucks it underneath the breastplate.
Also, before you go, what's in that box?
You're pointing to the Venushta one? And she already kind of has it picked up and kind of...
We've already agreed, sister. I can't break it. You know I can't. You know I wouldn't.
What's inside the box is merely a token. Upon opening it, quite a rather nasty curse. Simple things, really. The physical object inside the box is of no great repute. Let's just leave it at that.
And there's a few seconds there where Daemon has a little bit of relief, but also because he knows how much he can't trust her, he's not quite sure that should be relief for him.
Okay.
But he'll pick up the other box and he'll stand. Well, if you're done wasting more of my time, I would like to get out of here. I'm assuming you're heading back home after the conference.
Oh, the conference. Oh, I'm actually already there. Ta kicks her fingers. The body falls limp to the floor. It's the body of a guard that doesn't have a face anymore. Just you can see a red skull. And it just flops to the ground dead.
Does he have anything useful on him?
Oh, the box vanished as well, and obviously the contract. But he's just standard kind of run of the mill guard. He has his long sword on him and maybe we'll go Skyrim on it. Maybe he has a wedge of cheese on him.
Oh right, okay. Yeah. Then I'll walk back out into the corridor.
Picking up the Mortem box, I presume?
Yes. Walking out into the corridor where the other two guards are, I'm assuming, still.
They're still all still out there?
And I just kind of give them a look and I start, licking your fingers, like when you got something tasty on it, like, You might want to clean that up, boys. It's a little bit of a mess in there. And then I'll walk out.
And you can see one of them already peering inside. Without looking back, you can already hear one of them throwing up. And there's a bit of a kind of hubbub going on there as they all kind of crowd around the door. You are uninterrupted as you come back outside. And maybe not. That's up to Stephen. See Tirion standing there.
Tirion standing, waiting, and around the side of the building, there's a giant celestial master staring down the guard at the door.
Nice. I just walk up to Tirion, hold out my arm, the one that's not holding the box, as you do. Shall we head back to the others?
I assume things went amenably?
Yes, as much as can be. Let me explain to you and the others at the same time. Would that be okay?
Sounds like perfect breakfast conversation for those suffering with self-inflicted ailments.
I hear bacon. Let's go.
I heard them singing last night.
Oh, did you? Was it together?
It was something.
I'm gonna start quizzing him about that on the way back.
20 funereal urns on the wall, 20 funereal urns.
Take one down, scatter it around. Apart from the kind of chilling atmosphere you just endured, Daemon, the walk back to the inn is rather lighthearted and jovial as you kind of, converse with Tirion about what it is you had or hadn't heard the night previous. But indeed, when you get back, you left early in the morning, so you kind of get back to the inn around kind of maybe 8:30ish, and you can already see kind of Aelfric just kind of finishing up his breakfast, and you can just see a stack of books next to him. Mina and Shadar have not yet arrived at the kind of breakfast area, but Aelfric, you kind of notice the two guys walk in.
Okay. Yes, so as I sort of raise my nose from within my books, I sort of make sort of animated gestures over to them.
Good morning, my dear boy. How are you?
Yes. I'm fantastic, thank you. Yes, yourselves?
Yes, it's been a morning, but I'll explain later. You seem rather, shall we say, energized. What is going on?
Yes, well, I've been given a rather important task. I was hoping that you and the others may be able to assist in, particularly you, Daemon. You've seen me safely here to rejoin with the wizard Illemis, and when I was in my room, I had a messenger from the king himself asking me to go and rouse Illemis from his tower. Apparently, it seems he has some system of tricks and traps and defences to stop any unwanted callers, and everybody else that they've sent has been not quite up to the task.
I do remember the baker's boy being turned into a chicken for a couple of days. That was actually pretty funny at the time. Of course, his mother wasn't so fond of the joke, but so be it.
Yes. Well, he's a prominent and powerful wizard. He doesn't suffer interruptions lightly.
I will help you, of course.
That's very much appreciated. What do you say, Sir Tirion? Are you
Oh, I see why not. We've ventured here. We've attempted to find this person. We may as well finish the sequence and get to his domicile.
Excellent. Yes, we shall. A man of your robustness will be greatly appreciated there, I'm sure.
More his traps, more the mental kind or the physical kind?
Well, that's why I'm so excited about it. I've had absolutely no idea.
Oh, good to know. And Tirion looked down to the table where Aelfric's been sitting having his breakfast, and there's like 4 copies of the Aurelian Courier, and like all the Sudokus and crosswords have been filled in.
Oh yeah,
just
a frenzy of activity.
He took a level in barbarian so he could do the crossword.
It's at this point the kind of barmaid kind of comes over to you both and kind of takes your food order. And Shadar, you are probably after your morning bath and heading downstairs at this time.
Yes.
So when you see the boys ordering their breakfast, you say, you're joining the table, sir. How can I get for you?
I'll have some bacon, please. And some scrambled eggs. Fresh ones now, not the tripe you make early at 6 o'clock in the morning and keep in the bucket there. So.
Very good, sir. Very good.
They're fresh. Also wine, please.
I'll see what. Yes, absolutely.
Chilled, white.
Right away, sir.
as Shadar sits down with us after hearing what Tirion had to say about both of them being out late and getting pissed, I'm going to use thaumaturgy and have this like saucepan sounding like banging behind his head, like bang, bang, bang.
If he's anything like me, he gets really, really agitated and annoyed when he gets a fright. No matter what state he's in, I'm terrible with frights, and I kind of feel like Shadar as well. He jumps up and swings around. Sorry, I'm trying to kill a fly here. I got it. He jumps up and he swings around. What the? Blah.
Good night, was it, old boy?
Yes, it was rather entertaining.
Did you say entertaining?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
What does that even mean, Daemon?
I just thought you might have had an eventful night, that's all.
Oh, I did. Well, let me tell you, I was walking down the street, my friend, and I met this wonderful woman, and it was a moment I'll not forget for my entire life. She offered to tell my fortune, and it was it was one of the best moments of my life. She told me I shall die soon. I'm very excited. I hope she wasn't a charlatan, taking money off me and promised me things that won't happen. But, yes. Oh, I should rewrite my will. Excellent. I shall leave you all a gold piece each.
That's terribly generous.
Yes,
wonderful.
my friend.
Tyrion will lean into Aelfric and say, hope his eggs weren't laid by the baker's boy.
Who's this?
Oh, no, nothing.
Oh, I see.
No
You're rather...
Mina with you this morning, should I know?
I have no idea where she is, but
Oh, forget where you left her.
she's her own person. She leaves herself where she leaves herself, as you well know, my friend.
13 urns on the wall at the front door, was it?
Rather chipper this morning, aren't you?
I had an excellent night's sleep.
Did you?
Ah, yes.
How was your morning? Did you go out and smite any demons, or?
Close, but not yet. The day is young.
Indeed it is, sir.
We're
Maybe
going to journey to the Wizard's Tower in the hope of gaining access and meeting the fine gentleman. Would you accompany us? There is chance of death.
Yes. Many traps and devices of security that could
Can
be...
we not just knock on the door?
Oh, you can try.
Excellent. Will it be painful?
I mean, quite honestly, what's the fun in that?
Right, let me just get this straight. We need to go and find it. Has the wizard enacted his defenses for a particular reason, or is this just how he does business? I mean, should we expect a mountain of dead postmen outside?
From what I understand, he just doesn't like to be interrupted for spurious reasons.
So we're going to go and interrupt him.
Yes, but not for a spurious reason.
Daemon, you would know from your kind of previous encounters with Galfond that it wouldn't be uncommon for him to seal himself away in his study for weeks on end and, cast all manner of spells to, stop people from interrupting him while he's in his flow.
Yeah. Yes, he's not one to be disturbed. He's never actually done harm by anyone. It's more of a playful taunt of leave me the fuck alone.
Like a playful disintegration.
No, when you're in the zone, you don't want to be interrupted.
Of course, I get it.
I'd said to him on many occasions that he should just create a little demi-plane for himself, but he seemed to like being here, even despite the distractions.
Bet it's the bacon.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, where is his bacon?
And no sooner do you say that, as you turn your head to look for the bacon, you see Mina walk down the stairs.
Well, good morning, my dear.
Good morning. You're all up. Ooh, food.
Does this look like a walk of shame?
Absolutely not.
I can't imagine Mina has ever had a walk of shame.
What's there to
walk
be
of fucking
shameful
pride.
The vision in my head was just like she walked down the stairs rather gracefully.
No.
The
Yeah.
dress on backwards.
Let's go
No,
at separate
Mina's
times. So
in
it
Still
doesn't
wearing
look like
last
we're
night's
together.
makeup.
Mina's wearing her normal adventuring gear, minus, the weapons and stuff. Just walk down the stairs, big stretch, arms over the head, sits right down, starts eating off of everybody's plate.
That's right.
Tyrion's was already empty.
The other thing, obviously, I forgot to say as well is that, as before, Rocket's accompanying Aelfric everywhere. So Rocket will be here with us, but he's with Aelfric.
He's a good lad.
How much bacon can that thing store? Without consuming it, I mean.
I mean...
654 pieces.
Press. Waiter, 654 bacons, please.
I would like to swipe the paper that Aelfric has solved the crossword puzzles and stuff at. Look at the headlines and see what's going on.
Every answer is disintegrate.
He's literally transformed the fucking puzzle so that it just fits that word.
So the Violet Madness is kind of pretty much front page and has been kind of for the last while. It's kind of updates on, you know, where this disease has spread to, any kind of notable kind of research towards finding a cure, but there hasn't really been any progress. You do see maybe on page 4 that there is mention of more kind of incidents of Lombre in Fuego, or El Fuegante as he is known as, causing a bit of a stir in the Midlands of
Yours is in the news, right?
Yes, but he's not named as yours.
Okay.
He's nicknamed that El Fuegante. You know, just kind of attacking guard posts and, you know, that kind of thing.
We love a revolutionary.
Absolutely.
Anything on the Shadow Blossom?
Nothing. No.
Anything on Hedota?
No, not in this issue at least.
Could you pass over the deaths page, please?
Huh, what do you know? Everybody lives today. There's no deaths page.
Worst day ever.
Just the blank mortuary. Obituaries. Is there anything else we need news from? I think that's about it, yeah.
I need to have a word with you all, if you wouldn't give me a moment.
What have you done now, Daemon?
Honestly, I'd like to say nothing. However, I have had
Just side glance Tirion.
the unfortunateness to have to make a deal.
A deal?
It means that I'm going to have to go away for a while. I don't wish to ask you guys to come because it's not your duty, but I certainly have to go at least.
Well, it wasn't your duty to accompany me to attempt to slay my sisters and then have the guild stolen by my good friend Tirion, but well, you came anyway, and so if this is a personal matter, I shall be honored to accompany you.
It seems my father might be coming back, and if so, basically I've been charged by my sister to go and eradicate him.
Eradicate your father?
Yes, eradicate my father.
Is this something you want to do, or is it something you would like to do?
Oh, I would very much like to do it.
Oh, I see.
Well, we've already done siblings, so why draw the line at fratricide?
Oh, trust me, my sister will be there one day too. Something I haven't told you. Well, I have told Tirion here. I am not of this plane. I was born and I was raised here on this plane. However, my bloodline does not hail from here. So there's no easy way to put this, and I'm going to check around and make sure there's no one listening in. My father is a demon, and so is my mother.
Should I raise an eyebrow? Is he sort of because Daemon is very sort of sexually orientated. Does he mean a demon in the sack, or does he actually mean like a demon?
Fair.
This is his parents. Yo, my dad is a daddy.
I passed by the door one day and I heard noises.
Hey, we grew up a kindergarten cop. Our mom says our dad is a sex machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David, I'm rather confused. Does that mean every other tiefling on this plane is...
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Excuse my ignorance, I just...
No, not at all.
the first one I've ever met, so...
This is the thing. It's not uncommon for us to be up here, but certainly in my situation, it was from the house of which we came. Essentially, like I said, I have been charged by my sister to eradicate my father, and I would assume possibly my mother as well. However, like you, Shadar, and this is something that... This was a big thing that made me want to help you, is that my sister also doesn't deserve to live.
I see.
But the atrocities she's caused, not just to me, but to everyone of my homeland.
Well, what's it like down there?
The house? Oh, I've never been.
Oh, I thought you said...
When I say homeland, I mean back in Pethlan.
Oh, I see.
I consider that my home because that was where I was born and raised.
That's where we have to go, not the hills.
Well, that's a possible.
It's always a well. I see. Let's do it.
I must admit I wasn't quite expecting quite a joyous reaction, I guess.
High chance of danger, high chance of me dying in the service of destroying evil creatures. Why wouldn't I say yes?
Then I say thank you and appreciate it.
Well, I will say thank you when I breathe my last breath.
Trust me, when it comes to my father, there's a very big possibility that you might get your wish. He is very powerful.
When do we leave?
I guess as soon as we're all ready, I suppose. Whoever's coming, and again, this isn't on anyone to come with me. This is my battle.
Did you need to see your wizard first?
Oh, we definitely need to do this first. Yes.
Throw a piece of bacon at Tirion. Well, what say you? Are you in?
I've been in for hours now.
Excellent.
I committed roughly 6 a.m. this morning, an hour after you got into bed.
You've certainly helped me enough, Daemon, these past few weeks. I've always wanted the opportunity to visit another plane, so I think it's I'm definitely along for the ride.
We do end up in the hells. What should we bring? Should we bring the souls of sinners, or murderers, or people who are awaiting execution, or should we drag them along, or is it just gold, or what?
Well,
what about my shoes? Are they suitable?
I will answer all of these very valid questions.
Excellent.
We need to, at some point, once we've dealt with Galfond and whatever else we have to wrap up here, if we head to head play, my sister will be waiting for us to give us her help and instruction, which also leads me to this, and I'll put the box on the table.
What's in the box?
That's a very good question. This was an item or thing, or I haven't looked yet, but this was given to me by my sister in help of me doing this job. I have also requested that each one of you also receive something to help you in this fight, which you receive when we get to Hetplay.
Shall we get the kitchen boy to open the box for us?
I will say one thing about my sister. As cruel and as evil as she is, she'll stick to a deal. If this is something to help me, it will help. And I start opening the box.
We'll step back.
You undo the black bow. It falls loosely to the table. All you need to do is just lift up the box. As you lift the lid, you see the interior is lined with red velvet. And inside the box, kind of embedded in this red of it is a completely silver contraption. You've seen blueprints from one before, but you've never actually made one because you were probably missing a few of the kind of vital kind of instructions or blueprints to actually pull it off. Daemon, you are very sure and know how to basically use it. It's a firearm, a silver gun that has very intrinsic designs on it, along the handle beneath the kind of hammer, all the way down to the kind of butt of this kind of revolver type firearm is this depiction of a demon surfacing from hell past the kind of earth's surface and into the material world, and then down along the kind of barrel of the gun is a depiction of said demon firing a kind of like a firebolt out through the end of the gun. It is kind of heavy enough when you kind of, well, I don't know if you've taken it out, but when you do eventually take it out, you'll notice it's quite heavy. There are 12 rounds of silver bullets within the box as well, and there are 2 blue colored bullets with a note attached for Mama and Papa.
What is that thing?
This is a machine of death.
Excellent. I think I saw that Bardic troop down in Pethlan myself once.
Shadar's eyes just start shining.
Machine of death. What does it do?
It is an impressive contraption.
I've only ever managed to get my hands on one of these before, and even then it was very, very different to this one. Essentially, I point this towards something, and it will lift it up as if he's like, you know, Clint Eastwood style, like pointing it out. And when I fire, these metal objects you see in the box fire from out of the gun and through the intended target. Kind of like an arrow, but
hand crossbow.
Yes, that's probably the closest.
Excellent.
And yes.
Because you are familiar with firearms, Daemon, you know that these things are loud.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna do 2 things. First thing I'm gonna do, because this is such a dangerous object, he opens up the leather part of his trouser leg that he can undo, and unclips the metal plate that goes over the top that pulls out. He's going to take his tools out and put them in his bag, and he's going to put the pistol into there and the bullets into that and like lock it back in.
Love that. Okay, with the firearm put away, not something you or anyone would have. Well, sorry, Daemon, you had seen one before, but it's not something that is, you know, all too common in Varelia or Castonia. So you're probably one of the fewest people in the hundreds of thousands of people within the continent that not let alone seen one of these objects, but you know, or let alone have them, but
That's
even
why
seen
I put
them.
it away when nobody can see it.
But there you have it. But maybe next time you get up, you'll be a little bit off balance walking because it's kind of stowed away in that little compartment. But yeah, you know, you'll get used to it very quickly. With that, then you all finish your breakfast.
One more short little stop to make.
We also have the matter of the dragon in the bog and the rogue, possessed paladin been burned thus, and
Sometimes feels like we're the only people who can get anything done around here.
I know.
oh, I think Buckets, the goblin, was doing quite well.
He's trying his best.
Yes, I did enjoy his bucket helm.
I might just run across to the temple first. I have something to collect. Shadar will he'll grab a handful of bacon and munching it, holding it rather like a bunch of flowers, and he'll should just be kind of munching on it, and don't take the actions. And he'll head across to the church, and he will hopefully try and collect his amulet of the devout, as he was instructed to in the morning.
And we shall indeed find out if the amulet is there next time. We shall leave it there for today, everyone, and we'll pick it back up next time with Shadar going to the cathedral and then potentially straight up to Galfond's tower.
I vote we send Aelfric in first to deal with all the puzzles and traps. In fact, actually, Mark, if we could do just an episode with you and Aelfric where he solves all the puzzles, and we can just show up when they're all solved, that would be amazing.
I love the fact that Mina hated going into like dungeons and now has just kind of not even verbally agreed, but she's going to the hells with us. Dungeon, fuck that hells, oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, Mina.
I've never been in a dungeon before.
Oh, but you've been to the hells. Oh, talk about.
I was going to say Mina lands in the hells.
It's kind of like Barbados.
What?
Then you get to meet my family.
It's like, oh, I thought I recognised the smell of my patron.
A much fairer form.
Well, thanks a million, Mark.
Well, there is indeed a lot to look forward to. So thanks everyone for listening in. Alrighty, guys. Thanks very much for playing, and again, thanks to you all for listening. We will catch you next
Bye,
time.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, my friend.
See you.